Scott here, Scotty's Animals. I get asked this question a lot. Is it easier to tame a baby guinea pig than it is to tame an adult? And no, I personally don't think so. But of course, it all goes into how you do it. People usually send me an email saying something like, oh, I'm interested in getting a baby guinea pig because I think that maybe it'll be easier to tame them or to get them to be comfortable with me. And I don't think that's necessarily true. I think that guinea pigs are very intelligent. They're also unique individuals. Each one's going to have a completely unique personality, and they have a unique history. So some guinea pigs are going to be easier to tame than others. But what do we mean by taming? Now, we're not talking about training. We're talking about taming, and by taming I mean making them feel comfortable and not scared around you, and then also willing to interact with you and curious enough to come up to you, and they feel safe with you. So it's a certain trust building kind of thing, and it also is a certain level of interaction. So and I personally believe, and you can watch my taming video that I have already right there, and I've got a couple of them. I personally think that with food and with a regular schedule, you can teach them to trust you, especially guinea pigs shouldn't be living alone. So if they are alone, then they don't have these cues of other guinea pigs that are already tame, already know and trust you to model after. So that's just one reason. Guinea pigs shouldn't live alone because they're herd animals, and it's not just about stimulation and boredom. They really derive a sense of security and well-being from the herd and from their group. So it's important that they have other guinea pigs around so that they kind of know the level of comfort and security that they have. If one guinea pig alerts to something, and it can also be positive. When you're trying to tame them, if one of them starts shouting at you for food, then the new one that normally would be scared might be like, what are they doing? They're asking him, this scary shadow, they're asking him for food. And before you know it, they realize that the scary shadow is actually the bringer of treats. It's very important that your guinea pig not live alone, and it will be a lot easier to tame them, to have them trust you when they're living in a group where they feel secure. And of course, it's important that they have adequate space and proper care, of which I've got a ton of video suggestions. I also suggest you check out the LA Guinea Pig Rescue and some of the other channels that I recommend. I believe I have a list of them down here somewhere. Are baby guinea pigs easier to tame than adults? I don't think so. I think baby guinea pigs are wild and hormonal, and their little spazzes. Are they hard to tame? No, because pretty quickly they learn from their brothers and sisters and from their mama and from the other pigs around them. They learn where the food's coming from, where the shelter is, what to be alarmed by, and just the general what's normal and what is alarming, So that's the main thing. They shouldn't live alone, and it doesn't matter at any age, or it doesn't matter what they've been through. I have had guinea pigs that seemed like they've been through a lot, whether I've nursed them back to health. As you know, Little Nails had been through a lot. He was maybe 4 months old, but I've also had pigs over a year old that were very skittish, and now they and even my fosters, within a couple weeks, I feel that they understand that I bring food. They come up, they reach up, they stretch up, and they are looking to me to give them food, and they're not scared of me. They don't run away. Of course, if I make a sudden movement, then they might be afraid, and so it's a constant developing this trust and body language. guinea pigs respond to motion, movement, body language, and their perceived, what they perceive your intentions are going to be. So if you can show them that you mean them no harm and you bring them offerings from the garden, then everything will be fine. You'll develop a wonderful relationship. And as I said, they're individuals. So when you have these crazy little individuals, you get to know each one of them. I imagine it might be what a kindergarten teacher kind of feels like. It's like, look at each one of these little weirdos, and they're little people in their own right, and it's fascinating to watch them run and play and do what they do. So that's my 2 cents on taming baby guinea pigs. I would say if you find a guinea pig in need and you can provide them a good home, then go for it. Please think about adopting, not shopping, because there's so many guinea pigs in need. Check out Pet Finder. Just do some searches online. You'd be surprised. That can be a fun adventure in itself, trying to find the right piggies for you instead of just going to some breeder or some pet store. Those piggies will find a home soon enough. I hope I was able to answer that question that a lot of people seem to have. So it's been my pleasure to answer it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, because every guinea pig's an individual and we all have had different experiences, but please try to include the context. Oh, well, it was easy to bond a baby. Well, where did that baby come from? Who'd you bond them with? The comments is a great place to really share our experiences. So I hope you do. Thanks, guys.